because he always used to attack it when
Let's not be stupid. My football club is gold at football. We're very good at playing football, man. We're sick. We're sick. We are sick. We are sick. Again, on a serious note, 13 games, a 9-point lead at this time of making this video before Liverpool against Manchester City. 9 points at the top, 13 games left. Come on, man. Boys, we've come far, you know. We've come far, man. Whatever they say, they rate us because they talk about us all the time. And I know deep down in the heart, bro, we got a good team still. Like, listen, I can't lie. When we lost to United, obviously, you look at it outwards, people, and you know it was a 10-game stretch. I know the media made a big song and dance about the 3-game stretch. So Man United, Nottingham Forest, and obviously Liverpool, who some of you might be cheering on. Across those 10 games, what we had 7 wins, 2 draws, and an L. So perspective, but I did sit there and think, oh, like the trolling. I think it kind of got to me a bit. They're like, oh, this is where it starts. And the man said, don't forget this, DG. Listen, we're serious. This is why I go to war for you lot on the big platforms like TalkSport or whatnot, especially Gyökeres, because every time I pick you up, you deliver when I'm there, man. You deliver. Boys, 13 games, man. You lot in the chat and listening to this video, 13 games, man. 13 games. And again, left foot in front of the right. You have to use the past to drive you. The good, the bad, the ugly. The bottom line is we haven't got over the line. Now, I don't want the negative to happen in it. I don't know how you lot recover psychologically. Obviously, life moves on and that. But if we don't win the Premier League, I don't know what it does for you. Don't know what it does for the talking points. I mean, evidently we do, but you get where I'm going. We've done a lot, man. We've done a lot. Whatever they say, you lot are a good football team, some good individuals. Even what we say, because we have a, you know, what we all talk about these players individually. If we listed off the starting 11, how do you feel about them? But we know those kind of talking points. End of the day, we've got what we've got, and this is like Arteta said, you got to enjoy it. Like Saka said, you got to relish it. Like Miles Lewis-Skelly said as well. But as Declan Rice said, you got 4 months, man. You know, when you strip it all back and forget about the fans and the football club and that, you lot all wanted to be professional footballers. And I'm sure, you know, you've all done quite well. But what you lot stand to achieve for yourselves, when you look back and your career's done, don't let another opportunity bypass you, because the last 3 years, that's what the case has been. Now, bringing Arsenal and my football team back into it, come on, man. This is why we moved to the Emirates. We're actually got a good, decent team. Bro, they envy us, man. We're cold at football. We're cold at football. But 13 games, people. Brentford away. Let's focus on the Premier League, because the FA Cup, Champions League, there'll be time to discuss that. League Cup, obviously, we've got a final, even that. Double minimum, people. Brentford away, Wolves away, which has been brought forward. The North London derby, Chelsea on the 1st of March, then Brighton. Even that's a decent stretch. And as much as it's great, and you know, best case scenario is Liverpool, I guess, beat City. If City win, then you're still top, but it's cut. This is an interesting set of fixtures. You know, there's cause for concern. There's cause to be optimistic. But at the end of the day, if you want to get over the hurdle, and I'm talking from a cluster of fixtures, you know, Brentford away is difficult on the first day. Very difficult, doing very well. You have to big up Brentford. They're one of the most, and have been one of the most forward-thinking Premier League clubs since they've came back to the Premier League. And actually, we're doing great things around the academy and whatnot in the Championship. What club? Because we couldn't sit here and say, none of the traditional top six could sit here and say, if they lost Thomas Frank at the time, the guy who kind of built this with them, their captain in Norgard, their star man in Buemo and Visa, you wouldn't be where Brentford are at this moment in time. So shout out to Keith Andrews and all of that. Mehmet Adli obviously worked in the Arsenal staff's gone over there, but Brentford away, Wolves away, in which, I mean, when it's all said and done, Wolves was probably the most pissed off I've been, isolated to 90 minutes connected to the football club, and even the gaffer was as well. I think we all were, but that's another one. And then obviously you got Wigan, injuries, all of these things can strike at any moment, but we're going to have to get on with it. Clearly, the manager's going to have to rotate. As much as we can see Spurs are rubbish and whatnot, you're going to have to be up for that. And I really want us to score from a corner in that game, people. At Magalhaes, I need another one of those epic North London derby goals. So when we look back and the Arsenal editors make the clips and whatnot for our season, just make sure you got May whatever off, people. And then Chelsea, obviously, that's their cup final. We keep moving to them. We're not even on it like that against you lot. We just beat you lot up, but you lot make it into something it's been, which hasn't been under the gaffer, but go and win that. Brighton away, we know how difficult that is. Oof. Everton are doing all right. We know what David Moyes brings to the table. And then again, you've got the final. But even this, Arteta's going to have to rotate. He's going to have to box cleverly. Right now, if I'm completely honest with you guys, I do like what we're seeing with Kai Havertz and Gyökeres because it's throwing something different at opposition managers because they know 9 times out of 10 you're going to see Odegaard. You're going to see Odegaard. You're going to see whoever, especially in that right-hand pocket. Yesterday was good as well, beyond the obvious, because we actually looked like a threat on a consistent basis in that game down the left. Shout out to Trossard in particular. I did love Gyökeres' second goal, man, just because of when he fell down and did that. But even him, man, like even him, all I want is goals, bro. Because if people are on this call, like I always say, it's so ugly, it's beautiful. Is he the most aesthetically pleasing? No, he's never going to be that. But he does work his bollocks off. What was it against Leeds when he I think he scored and he's tracking someone else down. So he does fit the system in that regards. He's obviously getting some goals, which is helping with his confidence, even down to little things that, you know, like it felt a lot of the time when Gyökeres used to score, cool, he'd do his celebration, but you had to kind of be egged on to celebrate. That weren't the case yesterday. And it's all these little things. And ironically, Gyökeres has come off the bench, had a great half an hour. But Arteta said, like, as much as I know about his personality in that, just him as a person, you never quite know what he's thinking. But I think I see some confidence. I have to big up Gabby Martinelli as well. Yeah, you look like him now, innit? Martinelli on the transition. Again, that is, do you know what? We've shown a little bits and pieces this season of going a bit more direct on a consistent basis. Direct can obviously be knocking it long, not taking 3 touches when you can do it in 1 and all of those kind of things, but even taking shots from outside the area. I love the system and everything that we've got here, but it's too logical. As dumb as that sounds, I feel there's a 10% of unpredictability this team needs. And, you know, I guess statistically it probably won't back it up, but yesterday we were shooting from outside the area, which isn't something we've done. So, and I do like with Kai and Gyökeres, you've got 2 people that love to run in behind and things that creates havoc. It pulls the opposition apart. So yeah, man, big up Gyökeres. If you're going through a real purple patch of form, you know what time it is. Martinelli, I think, deserves his prospects, man. He's always trying to get Gyökeres on the score sheet or get him in behind, man. So it's nice to see good relationships are building. We're flying high. Gyökeres now has 6 goals in all comps in 2026. Again, give him his respect. Give him his respect. He's doing his thing. He's fitting in. He's looking confident. He's probably trusting his teammates more that they'll find him when he makes those runs, and vice versa, their players. And we know what we look through our squad, and we all have a bit of a moan, and we like this player and that player. But at the end of the day, these are tools in a toolbox. You got 13 games left in the Premier League. At this moment in time of making the video, you got a 9-point lead. What do we want to be doing by the end of May? What do we want to be doing about the end of May? Because as much as it's confident and whatnot around our club, we actually have to go out and do it, and we're so close. The final, bring that home. The Prem, bring that home as a minimum. Then obviously you do, you don't know me, in it, like the Champions League. I don't think it's, without a ball being kicked in the knockout stage, I don't want to upset people, but I don't think it's our year. Of course I want to be wrong. And you lot know my thoughts around Arsenal in the Champions League. Like I was kind of waffling about earlier. If I had to pick a trophy for these boys, it'd be the Prem, because I don't know how. I wouldn't want to be in that dressing room if you don't get over the line. I think psychologically you lot need that, and you need to prove it to yourselves. And you're doing quite well in that, so we're wishing you lot on. For me as a fan, the champs. Immediately the champs. And I know you lot, I just don't think it's our day, man. Our time, man. I know you lot are going to get on to me, but I think a lot of, not luck, because we've shown we can beat sides, but I just feel for the Champions League, I've genuinely got to look at us and think, yeah, man, maybe that's taking our game up to a higher level, or some more stars, or a fit squad. I don't know, people. Don't get twisted. We can compete. We're not, we got to a semi-finals. Logically speaking, there's that, but yeah, man, that's another story. By the end of the day, man, we're doing all right, Arsenal, man. We're doing all right, man. We're doing all right. And again, it's so lovely, because I think I speak for every Arsenal fan, yeah. Like, even for me, I know I'm in the social media space, but sometimes I'm minding my business. Arsenal are winning. United fans are at me for no reason. Chelsea fans are at me for no reason. The Spurs fan is at me for no reason. Like, the fact that we're just enjoying life, like we're just doing what we need to do. Sign it off in May, man. Sign it off in May, because I don't know about you lot. I have been making a Google Doc sheet of the many receipts that they've said about my club and the double standards. If we do what we need to do, then we can have some uncomfortable conversations on their end, man. It's as simple as that.
You always just like,